As you know, there are several initiatives currently in Africa in trying to build the critical mass of leadership. Because I think there's an agreement that that's probably one of the major challenges in Africa. So this is probably another initiative that builds toward that objective. But I think the organizers intend also to create a platform for a better coordination among those several initiatives in terms of strengthening the leadership in Africa. So I think it's interesting on that sense, because there is no need to, I think, to scatter ourselves in all direction in terms of building leadership in the continent. So we appreciate that view from the organizer.
Now, often we're told that the burden of development falls on the shoulders of the state, and yet there is a need for the private sector to come to the party just by way of filling in the gaps that the state is not able to deliver on. Why is there a missing link between the role of the private sector and the role of the state in Africa?
Well, I think also there have been some effort on that. Not only domestically in terms of the fact that the investment climate has improved in many of our countries, so it has created a better environment for people to set up their own company, and they have a more active corporate engagement. And also the diaspora is playing a very big role now, where you have people been working abroad for many years in multinationals on their own business, who are also coming back. So I think there's an army of a young leader in the corporate world that taking place. Now, the gap is probably at the political one, where one has to recognize that there's not enough people getting involved in political leadership, which I believe lead to what you're asking about the role of the state. How can you have good policies if you don't have also good people running or designing those policies? So I think it's a big challenge in many African countries.
Now, post the credit crisis of 2008, a lot of issues have been raised about liquidity within the IMF World Bank system, and whether or not these are still very credible and feasible vehicles for raising financing for Africa that has recorded steady growth over the last few years. In your opinion, having worked at the World Bank, what is the future role of multilateral bodies?
Well, I think it's very good now there's now competition. I mean, we are moving away from the monopolistic role of multilateral institutions in terms of providing resources for